Accessing Internet options from Internet Explorer is done a little bit differently depending on the version you're working with. So we're going to look at both right now, beginning with our start screen here and the Metro style app of Internet Explorer. Give it a click if it's not already running. Let's use the keyboard shortcut Windows plus I. And because we're already in Internet Explorer, we see Internet options over here on the right-hand side. We'll give that a click, and you'll notice it's quite a limited number of settings we have access to here, but any changes we make will affect our desktop version and vice versa. So let's start at the very top here. You can see we can delete our browsing history from here. May take a moment depending on how much is in that history. Also, permissions down below. Sites can ask for your physical location if this is turned on. So if you want to see relevant information displayed on websites using your location, you might want to turn that on. If you want to be a little more private, leave it turned off. We can also go down and clear any of the location information using the clear button. We have zoom options here. You can see zoom levels. Something called flip ahead, great with touch screens. That can be turned on to improve the browsing experience when there are multiple pages to a website. And then encoding as well can be turned on automatically or turned off. And when you change that selection, you can see it actually closes up the Internet options. And all that means is if you're having difficulty reading text on your screen, maybe it's not the right language, encoding might be the issue, and having it automatically selected for you might improve that situation. So that's all we have access to as far as our Internet options for IE10 here in the Metro style app. Let's press our Windows key to go back to the start screen, and we'll go to the desktop version of Internet Explorer now. You may already have it running like me. If not, just go down to your taskbar and you can launch Internet Explorer. All right, to access the options here, if you have the command bar showing, you can go to Tools and from the drop-down select Internet Options. If you don't have this visible right now, you'll also notice the Tools button in the very top right corner here of the screen, just below the Close button. Alt-X is the keyboard shortcut. We'll give it a click and select Internet Options. Now there are many, many more options that we can set from here, and again, changes we make here will affect our Metro style app as well, like changing our home page. Notice down below that we can delete the browsing history from the delete button or have it deleted always every time we exit our browser. So that's an option that we didn't see in the Metro style app, although we were able to delete our browsing history from there. We can change appearance, and then we can get into things like security. We can get into privacy. And this is sometimes an issue when sites require cookies, for example. You may need to change your settings, lowering them, and then remembering to bring them back up after. There's a content tab, connections if you wanted to set up a new internet connection from here. Programs, we're going to be going into that a little bit later. And an advanced tab with many, many more settings, all at your fingertips. A lot more available to you here in the desktop version of Internet Explorer 10. So we'll just click OK in case we've changed any of those settings. And that's how you access your settings. Let's go back to our start screen by pressing the Windows key on your keyboard, and we'll continue from here.